What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Minion Simulator, where today we're going to be talking about an event that ended 2 days ago, and that is the Leaderboard contest. And by this time we only had less than 5 hours to go, and I still wasn't too sure. What I was going to do is I was going to just say like what people are going to get, going to look at the leaderboards, aim for top 25, but then I noticed that there is a possibility of top 10. If me and my friend Joe work together, just with our inventories, we might have a chance. So why not? So that's what we did. We went ahead and took the chance. And at this point, I was totally unprepared for this. I had like 450 out of 1053, which is the total amount for my inventory. 1053, that's the total amount of minions I could hold. And I had so much time, I had so much space. So I had to take a bunch of stuff from Joe, because without her, it wouldn't have been possible for me. Just a bunch of stuff, just to see how we do. And what didn't help at all is the fact that there are 3 different scores and I didn't know which is my score to begin with. 191 above, 227 below, on the top right is 230. I mean, like, which one is right? You know, like, what? And the funny thing is, every time I thought I didn't need any space, Joe was like, no, it's better to be safe than sorry, you know, just like take my pets and take whatever you can and see how much room you have just to be safe. And she was right, because you never know any surprises that comes along. A lot of people know exactly when these servers refresh, and they have it timed specifically so that the second that it refreshes for the final refresh, you suddenly see the names pop up. So I don't know how to do that, and that's what gets the nerves going. Like, do you have a chance? Who's gonna show up? And you have to keep on looking at the list to see which kind of names or who is most likely gonna do this. And that's the thing, you keep on thinking of these things, and I'm just getting pets as I go along. I'm getting as many pets as possible. If I have more room, then I keep on getting pets back from Joe. It was crazy. This is like at the very last moment of things, and just waiting for things to happen. But like I said earlier, there are still names on there that I expected to take my place, to like let me sink in the bottom. The thing about top 10, if I don't get top 10, then I would rather be rank 15, 16, 17, and not 11. The worst thing that can happen is if you're aiming for top 10, I think, this is my opinion, the worst thing is if you're aiming for top 10 and you get 11, like, oh my god. Usually 11 is like barely there. And it's devastating, but it's fun in the end. It's not fun during this time, but looking back at things, it was pretty cool. Another thing that's really awesome is rank 3. To me, this is a new name. I don't know who this is, but I have so much respect for them, because what I read on Discord is that they were rewarding the people who helped them out, and they made it to rank 5 towards the end. And because at the final stages I was so glued to my name, glued to rank 7, rank 9, I didn't even notice that Caddy's name is not up there. And that's how I know that this isn't over with. There's one more refresh, and I have to wait for that final refresh. But even after the refresh that you just saw, I still wasn't sure. And the way that you can be sure is by checking the shop area behind the Trading Plaza Gateway. There's a finalized leaderboard, and that's how you know who won. So I went there, saw my name, it didn't hit me at the stage. I had to sink in. But then it finally hit me, and I was so happy with everything. Super thankful and grateful to Joe. What an amazing journey. The fact that this wasn't planned, I just started the contest with 496 pets out of 1053, and then Joe came through. That was awesome. But here are the pets, the most important part, and I didn't get the pets until maybe a few hours later. I didn't know that I needed an empty server in order to claim these pets. Now comes the fun part, because we're gonna look at all of the pets, including the number 1 pet, which I'm super excited to show you guys because it looks sick. It looks ridiculously good. But talking about this pet, if you notice there's a blue streak around it, that seems to be something that they're doing lately. Something I noticed on the Gnarly Bob and the Huge Marty. It has like that neon streak around it that you really can't tell unless you have a dark background behind you. Now this pet has like a junkyard armored theme, like a Mad Max theme going. I really love the design of this pet. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I do. This is the Cyber Squirrel, decent enchants. It's now a Buddy 2 because that's what they changed, and this is now a Buddy 3, which is always 90% as strong as your best minion. The winged Shiba looks gorgeous. I mean, like, look at this. Look at it, like it didn't have animations on the stand. People saw this and they were like, oh, it looks cool as it is. But looking at those animations, wow, it looks like a trophy. It looks like something that you would display at home. Look at the overall design of this pet. It's just simply gorgeous. That curved wing that it has is almost the same as a Cloud Strider. If you put them side by side, it's the same, except this one is a lot smaller than that. The animations on it though are on another level. I don't have a Death Wing, but I do have these three. There's a Fire Tiger in the background. You got the Peacock. You got the Shiba. Look at the difference. The thing is, I love it when they have animations. The Tiger sadly doesn't have any animations. However, if it did have animations, it would probably be the best looking pet in game. Now you may not notice this, but the Fire Tiger glows up and that's the only animation it has. It's nothing next to the Shiba. The Shiba is like overwhelming compared to the Fire Tiger. And that's what it's lacking compared to the pets. I know it's a very old pet, but it just needs those animations. If that's the case, it would be something on another level compared to those. Now guys, let's have a bit of a moment of silence to appreciate what we're looking at. Because honestly, what in the world is this? Oh my god, look at those animations, look at that pet, the fact that it has a beautiful color scheme to it, those hypnotizing eyes, and the animations. There's a lot going on. It has a glow to it, it has a mist that continues on a loop, it's got sparks flying everywhere, and look at that fire animation. That is a well-made animated pet. And I don't even know what else to say about this, besides the fact that it's simply gorgeous to look at. Hands down the best pet in game. The animations, the design, the best pet I've ever seen. Huge congrats to Nyx. Thank you so much for letting me borrow this. This one is called the Spiked Hydra Dragon. The enchants are Speed Miner 3 and Retro Gems 2 as well. This has been awesome, a lot of fun, and before I end everything, I just wanted to say that the winner of the Toonsy is going to be next, because I noticed that the picker doesn't allow me to use a shorts link, it just does the normal videos for YouTube. So I took the only three names of the people that noticed that there is a giveaway towards the end of one of the shorts, and they entered with their username, and here is the winner. It's only 3 people. For like about 4 days now, maybe there's only 3 people on there, and that's so close. Book 99213 is the winner. I will add you very soon and I'll get that prize out. Huge congrats to them. That's worth maybe 50 or 60 million still. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, it would mean a lot to me if you can leave a like down below. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. That would mean so much more. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day or evening wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all on the next one.